WWE WrestleMania 37 Tampa. 2 nights, 2 super cards, 2 super shows, and 1 big match. Randy Orton, Mr. RKO, versus the Fiend Bray Wyatt with the multi-talented Alexa Bliss. Thank you, Miss Bliss. Twisted Bliss. Alexa, first and foremost, what does your awesome mom think about this Alexa Bliss, and have you scared her?
She is actually thoroughly enjoying it because she knows how much I love to portray characters and, you know, go outside the box and dress up. And so she knows I'm just literally living my best life, and she's having so much fun watching it as well.
Hey, when you think of evil, mean, monstrous women, are there any Disney characters that come to mind?
Cruella de Vil, for sure. She's just straight up evil, I feel.
Hey, you're drawing from, well, you tell me, who are you drawing from when you're doing this character, this persona?
Honestly, I've just been kind of trying different things. So there hasn't been a specific person or anything that I've really drawn from, except the look specifically of the pigtails and the overalls. That is drawn from Big Comfy Couch, the old kids show from the 90s that I used to watch. Other than that, everything has just been, you know, trial and error and just throwing things against the wall and see what sticks.
Big Comfy Couch, that was the huge couch. The girl, the host, the girl would come out, sit on the huge couch. You were a big fan of that show.
Oh, yeah, especially when I was younger, 100%.
What has it been like working with The Fiend and also working with Randy Orton?
Oh, it's been incredible. You know, I never thought in a million years I would have, you know, a match with Randy, but it's been so fun, so awesome. I really love working with Bray. You know, he puts so much studying and effort into his character and stories, and I love that because I'm all about, you know, character development and working on that, and he's just awesome to work with.
WWE WrestleMania 37 Tampa, Saturday, Sunday, April 10th and 11th at Raymond James Stadium with fans. Tickets, Ticketmaster, huge show, huge event. Alexa, when you were given this opportunity, and by the way, when creative gives you something, you hit it out of the park. You adapt so well. I think that's a key to longevity and success in the business. You're able to take what they give you. How was it when you first were given this? How long did it take to get comfortable with this persona?
I think with this persona, it took after the first Firefly Funhouse. When I was watching the first one back that I came in and I was talking, I remember thinking when I watched it back that I needed to match Bray's energy. You know, I don't want to be the weak link in the whole situation. But with anything that, you know, character development wise, change between, you know, good guy, bad guy, anything like that, I always believe that you have to dive in head first. And so that was kind of my mentality. You just dive in head first, and it's better for everyone to reel you in than trying to bring the character out in you.
Your acting in this has been so good, and Twitter, social media, fans, everyone's just raving about it. Is acting something, movies, something you want to pursue?
I mean, along with WWE, absolutely. You know, that's something that, you know, as long as I'm still with the company and that opportunity arises, if it ever were to, 100%. You know, I had an opportunity to do an episode of Punky Brewster and do a guest spot on that, and when I did that, it was so much fun. So, such a fun environment, and, you know, I love, you know, promos, I love acting. It's something that I'm super passionate about. So, yeah, if the opportunity ever came, 100%.
Were you a Punky Brewster fan?
So, Punky Brewster was a little bit before my time, but my aunt was a huge Punky Brewster fan. But, you know, working with Slay was amazing. She is so sweet, such a genuine human being, just so nice. And she made that whole process just so enjoyable.
So you're going to have to correct me on this if I'm wrong. Is Freddy Prinze Jr. part of that too?
Yes, he is. I adore Freddy. He is amazing. I got to do we got to do rollout with him. He was our dungeon master, and we kind of formed a friendship there. And now he's so cool. He always like texts me after Raw, and he'll give me feedback or tell me about my promo and stuff like that. Or and then I've gotten we've developed this friendship where like he'll send me videos of their daughter doing gymnastics that she self-taught, which is incredible, by the way. And me and Sarah will talk about we love like piercing stuff. Like we're both big piercers, and so we'll exchange ideas for piercings and talk about that. And it's such a cool dynamic. And Freddie was super. It was so nice to see a familiar face at Punky Brewster, especially because when it's a new territory, it's a new dynamic, you don't really know what to expect. And then having Freddie there helps a lot too.
Of course, Freddie, and WWE alum, creative, writer, multi-talented as well. So, Alexa, no Don Jardine alerts here. I'm not asking you to give away exactly, but might we see new ring gear at WrestleMania?
So I have a few things set aside, but I don't know because I don't know what the vibe is going to be. I always go with the day, like the vibe of the day, how it's going to go, based on, because I don't know what the Fiend is going to be wearing or anything like that. So I just have options, and I just have to figure out which one.
WWE WrestleMania 37, Saturday and Sunday, April 10th and 11th on Peacock in the U.S. and WWE Network elsewhere. It's interesting, Alexa. Is Larry Steve a fan of Huskus, and have they met?
He is. They have not met. No, I'm afraid because Larry likes toys a little too much, and I'm afraid he would think that Huskus is a toy and tear him apart.
How about a T-shirt? Huskus, Larry Steve, and Alexa Bliss. That's gold, Alexa, gold.
I think that'd be great.
Hey, your former tag partner, Braun Strowman, versus Shane McMahon in a steel cage at WrestleMania. Braun is known as the monster among men. Are you, Alexa Bliss, now the monster among women?
I guess if that's what you want to call it. I haven't had like a cool little nickname in a while, so I guess that's what we could go with.
Hey, Alexa, what else can you say just about WrestleMania? Fans are going to be back. I'm just getting so stoked for this big event.
I'm just super excited to have people back. I'm so excited to feel their energy, and we're excited to have people there, and I hope they're going to be excited to be there. And I think it's just going to be an amazing feeling for the first time in over a year, just to have a human presence in the building, and I think it's going to be amazing.
And lastly, Alexa, what are your future plans? Obviously, everything's focused on WrestleMania. It's such a huge time of year. This is great this year. We're getting fans back there. But what does the future hold for Alexa Bliss? And is singles gold, which you've won before multiple times, is that something in your plans as well?
Honestly, I don't know what's next because, if you told me a year ago that I'd be preparing for a match with Randy Orton at Fastlane, I wouldn't believe you. So I don't know what's next because anything can happen with WWE, but I think it'd be fun to see this character in the ring a little bit more because we haven't really seen that and we don't really know what it's capable of. So I think that would be fun to see.
Sky's the limit, and you will reach the sky. Thank you so much, Alexa Bliss.
Thank you. I appreciate it.